Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well, staying safe. I did see some of you were not feeling well, and some family members, but I hope everybody is staying inside and staying safe. So we're gonna get started. I'm doing a video this time on rotation because I had a lot of feedback that some students were still confused on the videos that I had left. So I will do one myself. So please feel free to take any notes. This is what I was saying. You are definitely going to want to write down. You'll recognize this from our notes before we left. These are the 3 rules on rotation. So you're going to want to copy this down. A 90-degree clockwise turn takes your original coordinates, switches them, and makes that old x-coordinate negative. And we talked about these before we left. So we're just going to copy those down, pause the video if you need to, and we're going to use those to answer 3 questions, okay? All right, so we're going to find a new graph. If we take our original P coordinate at 2, -3, I'm going to go ahead and plot those. We always start at the middle. Walk forward 2, and we're going to go down 3. So here's our original coordinate P. We're going to do a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation. So if we look at our rule, 90-degree counterclockwise is this one. So we're going to take our x coordinates and our y coordinate, we're going to switch them. So I'm going to write down here, this becomes my new y, this becomes my new x, but I have one more change to make, and that's to change the sign on what we placed here. So this is now going to be a positive 3, 2. And now all you do is plot that point, start at the center, forward 3, and up 2. And this is our 90-degree counterclockwise turn. We're going to write P prime. So this has to make sense too. We started here counterclockwise, again, is the opposite way of the clock. 90 degrees means you're going from one coordinate to the next one. And that looks reasonable to me. So we're going to move on to the next one. Okay. All right, this time they are giving us a coordinate and they want a 180-degree rotation. So first thing we're going to do is plot it. Start in the center. This time I go backwards 2 and up 4. Okay, and now we label it. And let's see what change happens after a 180 rotation. So here's 180. And our rule is -x, -y. So this time our x and y stay where they originally were. I'm just changing the sign on it. So I'm just going to copy this down the way it is and change both of my signs. So if it was negative, it is now positive. If it was positive, it is now negative. That's how easy those are. So now we just plot. Again, we're going to go forward 2 and down 4. And here's our new point, W prime. And again, I'm going to check if it's reasonable. Okay, 180 rotation. Every quadrant is 90 degrees. So 180 would mean I'm moving 2 quadrants. So 1, 2. Even if I went the other way, it would still be 180, 1, 2. So it doesn't matter what direction you go. They won't ever say clockwise or counterclockwise. 180 is just going to be 2 quadrants around. Okay, and then the last one you'll have will be a clockwise rotation of 270. Now you don't see that on here, so we have to figure out how many 90s are there in 270. And we'd say 90 degrees times 3 would be 270. Okay, so that would be 3 90-degree rotations, or it's 180 degrees and then another 90 degrees. And we're going clockwise. So the first thing we're going to do is plot our point. Start in the middle. We're going to go backwards 5 and down 1. That's a -1. So here is our new coordinate. Oops, not prime. My apologies. That's the original, so it should just say Y. Okay. Now, we are rotating 270 degrees. So the first thing I'm going to do is rotate it 180 degrees. But before I do that, I'm going to figure out where approximately I should end up. So I'm going clockwise, so that's the direction of the clock. 270 would be 3 rotations of 90. So let's count 190, 290, 390. So I know I should end up in this quadrant here, okay? So first thing we're going to do is use our rule to rotate 180. Actually, let's do 90. I just know I'm supposed to end up right here. We're going to go clockwise. So we're going to do this. Let's do 180 first. So here's your original coordinate. And with our rule, we are simply just changing the sign. So this becomes positive 5, positive 1. So that would put me here. This is 180. Now from here, I need to go one more turn of 90. And again, this is clockwise. So we're going to use this rule. So now I'm going to take this coordinate and apply this rule. So now I'm going to switch them. And I'm going to make this negative. Okay? So our final coordinate should be 1, negative 5. Again, start at the center, forward 1, down 5. And this is our new coordinate, so that should say y prime. And again, we did end up in this quadrant, so we know we did that correctly. So the 270s are going to take 2 turns by using these rules, but the other ones should all take just 1 turn. Okay, please email me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to walk you through these. You are going to do 2 IXL assignments, and we are taking those for a grade at this point, okay? So please contact me. I miss you all.